Hi Virgo, let's see what the cards have for you for mid-May. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles, nice. 6 of Swords, wow. Positive messages so far. Whoa, this is fantastic. These two popped out together, the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Really positive, heartfelt energies. So the Lovers flipped over in the deck around the same time that Chariot popped out. So I'm going to keep them both together. I don't know the exact timing of when they came out, but because I saw them at the same time, I feel like they both need to go in that position. I'm already seeing the story that's playing out here. It's pretty awesome, Virgo. Beautiful, Ace of Wands. And final card, 2 of Cups. Oh my goodness. There is so much love around you at the moment, Virgo. This is incredible. Bottom of the deck, we have this awesome Emperor. In this particular tarot deck, I feel like the Emperor is a bit of a wild card. Sorry, just checking what's going on. Yeah, interesting energies going on. The Emperor is normally the ruler of the world, it's you really taking charge of your life, which I'm definitely seeing. There's definitely elements of that with this Emperor, but he's also a bit of a wild card because he's got more of a flavor of a shaman or a medicine man, and he pairs much more closely with the High Priestess in this deck. So there's a little bit of magic, a little bit of the shadowy elements that can actually help support your life that you might not always use in your world, but they're coming to the surface right now, and they're on your side, like they're those little bits of mystery and magic, and just opening yourself up to the hidden realms, the hidden aspects of life that are here to support us. There's a touch of magic with this particular Emperor. And I feel like you yourself, because it's in the Emperor card, you're bringing that into your own life. And I'm seeing so much of that in this read. You started with the 9 of Pentacles, and they're clarified by the Chariot and the Lovers. This is so awesome. Your influencing energies, that 6 of Swords and the Ace of Wands, very, very tied to what's happening here. So what I'm really sensing is you're finally choosing to walk away from something, or to float away, to steer yourself away from difficulties, from conflict, from things that aren't supporting you in your life. I feel like you went through a period recently that was just really kind of heavy and struggly and just difficult, just a bit turbulent, and you're choosing to support yourself now. This 9 of Pentacles is all about independence, and I'm really feeling like it's you choosing yourself, choosing to support yourself. This Chariot, you're steering your own life, you're steering your destiny, you're taking charge of where your life is going and what you're doing with it. And this Lovers card, I mean, you're opening your heart to love, to compassion, but I'm really feeling that this is pointing more so, there is someone around you, there's something around you that you're sharing your heart with, but I'm also feeling that you're choosing love and compassion for yourself now. This is supporting you in your turn towards independence and grounding yourself and making sure that you're steady and you're at peace and comfortable in your world so that you can support the people around you. What this is doing, it is moving you away. You really are steering yourself away from troubles, and she's on basically a very small boat or a raft with a pole. So this is a slow journey. And for some of you, this may actually be a literal trip away. This is movement over the ocean. So someone could be going on holidays or taking a trip somewhere to visit people, something that kind of gets you out of your sort of everyday world. And that too is going to open up your world, open up your heart, and help you to reconnect with yourself and what you want. And all of this that you're doing is bringing in this beautiful new energy with this Ace of Wands. So much support from the universe here. The Ace of Wands it's a fresh burst of energy to drive you forward and impel you towards a more beautiful stage of your life. It's kind of a restart or a reset. That's what I'm getting for your read, which I don't normally get. Those aren't the words I normally associate with the Ace of Wands, but I'm really getting it with you. You're resetting yourself. It's not like it's a brand new beginning or a brand new cycle. This is something I feel it's a reconnection. You know this heart connection. You know this feeling of being in your own center and driving your life from the space of passion and excitement and peace and joy. But I feel like you lost that for a little while, and this is kind of resetting, restarting you so that you are driving yourself through that heart space once more. It's so apparent, this journey that you're on. And I mean, look at this outcome. Can you believe this? 3 incredible cups cards, all so positive, so much love. This 10 of cups, this is happy everything. This is a joyous, happy family, happy heart, happy life. This is you just experiencing life to its absolute fullest. The Queen of Cups in this deck is so vibrant. She's just loving life, loving her world. Her chest is wide open. Her stride is long. She's just got the world at her fingertips. There's just so much joy. This is where you're setting yourself. You're kind of landing in this space of peace and happiness, and you're really coming back to life again. And this 2 of Cups as the clarifier here, I mean, so beautiful, especially because you have that Lovers card at the beginning there. This 2 of Cups could actually be about a love connection, a romantic connection. And for some of you, I'm really feeling that deepening of a connection that you already have in your life. For others of you, it's like you're looking at a friend in a new way, and this friendship kind of opens your heart and blooms into something more. There's a real sense of rediscovering what it means to love. And that means that it doesn't have to actually be a romantic relationship. This could be the love you have for your pets, for your family, for your friends, for a favorite hobby, for your garden, for anything that opens you up to life again. The most important part, though, is that it's reconnecting you with your heart. This is all just you living through your heart, living through your highest passions and joy. It's so beautiful, Virgo. This is such an incredible read, and you've been driving yourself towards this for a while. You really seem to struggle. I think it was March and April that I was just getting a lot of heaviness, a lot of difficulties that we were really trying to work through and push through. And then as May kicked in, I could feel the shift happening. And now we come to mid-May, and wow, you are really landing in your heart space. I'm just going to pull some advice cards, and then we'll get some final messages. I don't know if I need any more clarification on what I'm picking up here. It's all very, very clear for me. Let's see what the cards have to say. Another Cups card. You've got the Knight of Cups. Beautiful. Wears his heart on his sleeve. Kind of a Prince Charming, someone who isn't quite ready to settle down. You know, he's in love with the idea of love. He flits from romance to romance. I'm not really getting that with you. And the fact that the Knight of Pentacles just popped out is telling me that, yeah, this is a different flavor. Look, I've got the Magician card underneath. This is all clarification that you are in charge of your life again right now. You're the one driving your destiny. You're the one steering that boat. I love this. So these 2 knights, the knights are about action. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight and possibly the slowest card in the deck. He's planted his seeds and he's very, very patiently waiting for them to grow. I feel like everything you've been through recently has brought you a degree of patience and understanding and consideration and just a higher perspective of life and the way things work. You're willing to put in the work that's needed, while still keeping your heart open and sharing yourself with those around you who you care about, and the people that support you and love you, and the pets and your hobbies, everything. You're giving yourself fully and openly to everyone and everything around you, but you're not overexerting yourself. I'm feeling like you're taking all of this with that Knight of Pentacles energy of calmness, steadiness, patience, and I haven't seen it yet, but it feels like temperance to me. You're tempering the amount of energy and output that you're giving. You're feeling very authentically yourself, which is why that Nine of Pentacles was the first card that came out. You're really becoming you as you, without any of the layers of the roles we've always played in our lives. So the longer you can hold on to this, I mean, your life is just going to flow in such a beautiful direction. Wow, the devil. Yeah. Be mindful that that trap is still there, because I was just thinking, sometimes we get in our heads a bit, and that you've got this 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck again now. So we can get in our heads. The swords are all about our thoughts, and it's those things that can trap us in old patterns and old habits and get us sort of looped back into the old ways of being in the world. You are on such a special journey. Go slow and patiently, keeping your heart open to avoid getting stuck in this trap. This is the lovers. These are the lovers getting caught in this devil's trap. It can be a little bit about addiction. And I often feel, I mean, more times than not, I feel like the addiction is actually an addiction that we have to patterns of behavior and patterns of thought, those old neural pathways that were formed through times of trauma or during early childhood that dictate our actions and our interactions with the world without us even realizing. If you can break those while you're in this state, while you're in this space of openness and patience and connectedness, instead of sort of falling into another old trap, then you'll be able to break those chains for good, which would be absolutely awesome for you, because the more you can know yourself, the more you get to continue driving your destiny with that Chariot card. You get to rule your life, create the life that you want, and continue opening the path that you want to take instead of the path ruled by that old thought patterns, that old behavioral pattern that's been controlling your life for too long. Really excited for you, Virgo. All right, let's get some final message cards for you. Really, that Devil card is the only kind of warning card that I've had so far, which is pretty amazing. And it's just a message to take advantage of this time while you've got it, to break those patterns, break those cycles, release yourself from those chains. Wow, you've got another Knight. Knight of Wands, taking action, making things happen. This is what you're doing. This is already what you're doing. You're taking action in your life to move away from those things that are causing you trouble, making things unpleasant for you, and bringing in the life that you want. I also feel it's really important because you have these 3 Knights. These are 3 action cards. You're taking action with your heart. You're grounding things into your reality and growing something new. And this is about taking action to actually keep things moving, especially over the top of that Ace of Wands. You're impelling this new energy in, and I really want you to use that to your advantage to break those chains, those devil chains. So we've got, oh wow, you've got the Sun. So much positivity and joy and success. You will be successful if you take this advice and break through those chains. You are going to be successful taking action. Wow, yeah, 9 of Pentacles. You get the same card twice. You really, really pay attention. This is, again, just an absolute, this is an underline, a highlight, an exclamation point saying you are owning your independence, you're grounding yourself, you're creating the life that you want. This is saying to me, these 3 cards, the Knight of Wands, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles, are saying that if you take this action while you're in this state of positive forward movement and break yourself out of the old patterns. You don't want to be trying to break yourself out of patterns when you're in the middle of a pattern that's controlling you. So while you're in this positive, joyful state, take the action to break those chains. You will be successful and your independence is guaranteed. Your independence, your security, your comforts, your joy. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ace of Cups, which is just more love, more support from the universe. Look at that, the stars under there as well. So an incredibly positive read for you, Virgo, and I'm so happy. I had too many reads for you guys that just made me feel like you were really going through something quite difficult over the last few months. So I'm so happy things are shifting for you. Have a wonderful rest of your May.